everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to turn a regular t-shirt into athletic wear. My name is Sabrina and I'm going to be cutting up some of my Rick and Morty t-shirts. Hey! This look is good for both guys and girls who either like to go to the gym a lot or who are active outside when it's hot. All you need are any adult or unisex t-shirts with this material, some black or white eyeliner depending on the color of the t-shirt, and a 12-inch ruler, and of course can't forget the handy dandy scissors. So here I'm going to grab one of my shirts for reference and I'm going to measure out the width of the shoulder, which is about 3.5 inches. And then I'm going to go on to my shirt that I'm going to be working on and I'm going to mark 3.5 inches on each side from where the collar starts. I'm going to be making these marks kind of equidistant from each other, kind of loosely because we're going to be cutting this off anyways. This is just sort of like a guideline of where I want to cut, and I am kind of lining it up from that first initial dot, and eventually it'll flare out to the sides. And I want to make sure that these dots kind of are a little bit away from the print in the center. It's okay if it gets too close, but as long as we're not cutting up the print in the center, then we're all good. You want to make sure those lines or those dots at the bottom match up with each other because that is where the cut is going to end and you don't want it to look uneven. So next I'm going to grab my reference shirt and I'm going to measure the middle of the back, which is about 7 inches. I'm going to take my ruler, measure 7 inches where the collar is at, and drag it down to the center of the back of the shirt. From here, I am going to mark 3.5 inches on each side, like I did before on the other side. And I'm going to, I guess, eyeball it at this point, because you can kind of see where the curve is going to end up. And you will determine that too once you start cutting. So I'm going to start cutting from the bottom and on up. Now when you cut your shirts, the cut of course isn't going to be super perfect. You're going to get like little frays here and there. It's not going to ruin the seam of the shirt or anything, and it's not going to rip in the wash. After I've washed these shirts a few times, the shirts end up kind of folding over where I cut it, and you can't really see the perfection of the cut anyways, so I don't care how messy this is. This shirt is from Zen Monkey. It is the spiritual leader Rick shirt. I actually designed this special pose from the actual show Rick and Morty. So I love this shirt. This is one of my favorite shirts. And I think the rest of my shirts are either from Spencer's, from Hot Topic, Redbubble, I don't remember. All those sites are really good. Check them out. So the reason we are cutting more into the shirt on the back side is because this gives off that look where the shirt shows off more of our back on the back side and less on the front. And I like this look personally because I like to work out a lot and I do a lot of back exercises, so it's kind of cool when you can show off your back muscles. But this is totally optional if you don't want to do this. This entire cut and look is great because it provides a lot of airflow when you're working out, and it also covers enough of your skin to make you feel comfortable. I like that these shirts are nice and long because there are days when I'm not feeling too thin and these shirts just fit nicely around the tummy. They're nice and loose. Can't always be wearing crop tops, yo. So just follow along those guidelines on the back that you've made and work them up to the shoulder and even it out. Make a little touches here and there and you're good to go. Here is the finished product. I say we did great. So I'm gonna move on to my next shirt, which is the I'm Mr. Meeseeks, look at me. Oh, and look who decided to show up. It's my dog, Mr. Meeseeks. He's gonna be joining me on this tutorial for this shirt, which is, you know, it's basically him. Just kidding. That's where I got the name from, though. That's my dog, Mr. Meeseeks. So we're going to be doing the same markings on this shirt, 3.5 inches, but we're going to kind of stretch the guidelines further out around the print because we don't want to get too close to the print, and if we do, it's okay, just as long as we're not cutting into the print. This shirt is definitely from Hot Topic from what I remember. Since I worked on the show for season 2 and 3, we actually got a lot of free t-shirts. So I noticed I wasn't really wearing them as much as I wanted to, and they were kind of sitting in my drawers, which is why they are so wrinkled. So I decided to just cut these up a bit just to kind of make them more stylish, and it'll, I guess, encourage me to wear them more often. And ever since I have cut them up like this in this style, which I just love very much. If the style ain't for you, it's all good. But I wear these shirts a lot more often and I love them. So over here you can tell I'm getting a little close to the print, or even on both sides I get a little close to the print, but no worries, I didn't actually cut into the print, and it's gonna fold over just a bit. It'll look fine, don't worry. And I waited to make those bottom guidelines on the back because I wanted to see where the cut was gonna end up on the front towards the end of the shirt, the bottom of the shirt. And you're just gonna repeat what you basically saw in the beginning of this video with the first shirt on the other side. And you're gonna constantly, here and there, probably make touches, just to make it even. I know I kept going back and forth, making little touches here and there. I was kind of messy and loose with this because in the end, even though it's not very perfect, you can't really tell when you're wearing it, so don't worry about getting a little sloppy with it. I'm not a craftsy person. So here's the finished thing, and there's Sleeping Meeseeks. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. This is the final product. I'm sure after a couple washes, those little frays will kind of disappear because they'll fold inward or kind of fold over. For girls, this is great during the summer, either wearing a sports bra, or you can even wear a bathing suit underneath if you're gonna go to the beach with shirts like this. Hope you guys all enjoyed this. Follow me on social media, and I will see you soon.